Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today, I really want to just make sure that I finish the 3-star village quests. There's going to be more that I get as I go, because there's a few that might chain into another one, like these might. This one here could very well be a Astalos. I think Astalos is the only one I haven't seen yet. So there shouldn't be too many more of those. There's a lot to go through here, so it's best to just get wyvern eggs. Okay, here's what I do. There's transporter foods. If I can get one, then I'll do that. Sure. I want to look for carrying stuff. Transporter based bonuses that I think exist. Dashing depletes less stamina. Stops knockbacks when transporting items. I think that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna skim real quick. Okay. Prevent stumbling when jumping down from high places might also be helpful. I don't know. And the first two both work well, hopefully. So I have to get 2 wyvern eggs. If it's one of the maps, I know where to go. Any other map that it could potentially be, I have no idea where it is. Please. I got the most important one, I think. It would have been nice if the first 2 had triggered, and even better if all 3 had, but it's to be expected. Egg quests. I think it's my least favorite type. Mostly because I just don't like not killing the monster. And so many quests seem like it benefits to kill the monster. And I got what I was hoping for. 50 stamina means I don't need to eat right away. And since I'm not here to fight a monster... Ooh, I don't know this area. Okay, I don't know I don't know where it will be. My guess is like 7, 12, or 3. I mean, whatever monster might chase me will be annoying. I'll check 7, then properly look here. I don't think I see eggs. Excuse me. I don't think this is an egg location. Like, there's a specific Monster Hunter World quest where you have to steal an egg and a Rathian will show up and chase you. But the Rathian seems like it moves quick enough that you kind of really, it's better to just kill it. Because trying to run, it just chases forever, and then it's kind of a little bit of a feeling of luck as to whether or not you can get away. Okay, this is probably not the egg location. Yeah, it's a cat enclave. Little safety net for them. Multiple levels deep, small area. Not gonna get eaten by a gamma. But it's kind of... The music is weird because it's so quiet. makes it a lot eerier. I think I check zone 9 real quick, then come back to 3, then 4, 5, 6, 2. Those crickets? Not quite. Okay, there's honey here, it's good to learn. And bugs. It's potentially valuable information. It's kind of interesting. If I crouch and then roll, I roll, but if I'm standing up, it's always the aerial roll in aerial mode. Okay. I wonder if there's any way to make that actually useful. Because you can't crouch. Crouching is annoying because I stopped inputting, but the character was still running. I guess I can do this. So, running, I let go, I press A. It still goes. It's so delayed. Where you have to like, let go, stop moving, press A. Which is kind of awkward. I wish it was I wish it was based on input instead of motion. Like if you press A quickly after, if you let go of the directional input, then once it stops moving, crouch instead of rolling right away. And if you want to roll, then you input the direction to roll. Would, I think, be a better way to handle it. I think even Rise still has the annoying rolling, so it certainly hasn't changed. I never really liked hunting for eggs when I don't know where the nest is. So I have to steal from an Astalos, I guess? I'm not hunting it, it's a waste of time. As long as I can steal the eggs that I assume are here. Again. Crouch. Is this an egg spot? Or is this like a broken... Oh no, it is an egg spot. Weird. Yeah, figures. I should be fine to get out of this zone at least. I assume it chases me. You know, I don't know how far I can drop carrying an egg. That slid me, so it was too far. So I have to go up through 4, I guess. I guess maybe I can go down the right side there if I'm careful. Yeah, I should be able to go down that. Maybe if I go down the right and then the middle. It looks doable. Kind of an absolute pain, but doable. But grabbing the eggs can be awful now. Oh, okay, hitbox. I thought that wouldn't be quite so wide. Nope. Hello. Nothing's up. I just need to steal eggs from this. Which is not gonna work very well. Or I get lucky. Okay. path. No. Unfortunate jumps. I guess I can't go this way. Oh, it's not going to change much. The biggest struggle is getting it out, and I have to go up, I guess. So far getting it past has been fine. Well, it doesn't make sense that they can climb with the eggs. I guess I can push A, it just doesn't make sense. I assume, hey, they'll complain, but I guess I'll try one more time. And instead I get a bone. Greedy. And there are no more eggs. Okay. What a weird... What a weird game. If I can climb, that it doesn't make sense, but... Yeah. I've just tried to kill a couple of the other early show-up monsters, and I just didn't think it was worth the time. How does... Okay, I guess that doesn't make sense. I guess it's just a hop down, so it kind of works. Okay, so I can't get out good. Yeah, I could try, but I'd rather play the game mostly just however I... Oh. Very lucky by them. Wait, no, I can probably climb down? Instead of, like, specific strategies. Okay. So the cat food does not apply to attacks that are that strong, at least. What is the name of the cat food? Super cat. Useful information. Yeah. I think it would take... For me, it would realistically take 30 minutes to kill it. So... Unless it's squishier than Gammoth and Glavenus. I mean, it could be. Oh yeah. I can't roll. Better to learn that now. Yeah, me standing back a lot. I could speak louder, probably. Wait, did I not? I got a mystery bone, I wasn't paying attention. It's just weird. In the later games, we don't get... If you harvest a nest, you always get a bone, but you always get an egg, but here you get mystery bones occasionally. Very odd mechanism. I guess it might be an infinite supply of mystery bones, or there's a limited supply of eggs. If I run out of eggs, and if I try it again because there's no eggs, I'll probably try to kill it. go? No, I can't. It's very weird. They clearly have to support it with two hands. They can climb with it. I press right trigger. Right bumper. I just need to not run. I'm incredibly impatient. I wonder if going up through 4 and 3 would be better. It would be further, but I wouldn't have to deal with the drop down. Four has a single climb area, I think. 3 should have a clear path to 2. But as long as the monster's in zone 2, it's probably a bad idea. Okay. As long as it's not in zone 1, I'll be fine. Okay, good. It was almost worth it. A large egg. I don't know the ratio of eggs to scale, to body scale on reptiles. It's a very big egg compared to even like an Astalos. Can't press A while doing this. Two eggs to cure one patient. It's a lot of egg. limited supply of mystery bones before it's only eggs, which is helpful. No running. Just take it slowly. Kind of bad camera, I just turned it. I hope these Mealinxes, okay, they're not. These Mealinxes are not aggressive enough. I think they're the Mealinxes. Can't remember the felines, Mealinxes. World has Grimalkin. There might be in other games. Oh, that's a very big tuna. Nope, but something at least. Coding plus, so that's bow elemental. So now I have actual quests to do that are not egg collector, so Jaggy, mushrooms, Mufa fur, cutting type weapon, marshlands. I don't know the collection points. Royal rhinos are do that as a palico. D Island. I don't know the method. So I'll do this first. D Island, Jaggy, Jagya. I don't know where they live. They're probably in 1. 1, 2, 3 seem likely. 6 is possible. 9, 10 seem the least likely. Oh yeah. Are you like playing through them separately? Sort of like one doing hunter focused, or just you've played through it most of the way twice, or a lot of the way twice. Or, well, finish once. Sort of. That's a lot of commitment to replaying it, I guess. Actually, that's pretty... I don't know where that is specifically, but that's definitely not... It's definitely not early. I know it's a... All I know about that monster is that it was from an earlier game. Whether that was the first game or the second, but... I believe it's a... Repel siege sort of quest? Well, it's... I believe it's a repel or siege type of quest. There's a funny jump by the Jagia, or Jaggy. The Jaggy. Yeah, it's just kind of the volume that I tend to speak, so I could try to increase the output a bit, but there's the Jagia, the bigger. Funny difference that I don't know. With their... Oh, the specific breed of dogs that have ears that this makes me think of. Probably bloodhounds. That was funny. The jump misses and then I miss with the swing. Always classic. Kind of wonder how the hitbox on the jump actually works. If you can hit the jump without hitting the swing. That jump I missed, but then it tethers the character to aim in the correct direction. It's kind of a weird mechanic that doesn't really matter on large monsters. But, okay. I guess I should check Zone 8. Could have Jaggies. But it really doesn't look like the type of zone. Because it's all like high altitude, bird's nest aesthetic. What is this? Oh, it's an Aptonoth. Okay. run past the friendly crab. Is that a... Isn't the skull that it wears a specific monster? Is it the... Might be Lao Shanlong? Or there's some variant that has a Lao Shanlong skull? Yeah, nothing. Probably a specific variant. Maybe there's even a deviant. Hermitor has Daimyo Hermitor. Daimyo Hermitor has... I thought it had variants, maybe it doesn't. Okay, they started respawning, so this should be easy enough to finish. I don't understand the movement of these guys. All over the place. Gotta make sure the... What? The Daimyo Hermitor is also confusing. Six, 7, 3, 1 is the path. A Noblos skull is a variant of Daimyo Hermitor, which I think makes sense. More than that, but Shen Gaoren. Very tall, long-legged crab creature. These guys aren't back. That's the one with the Lao Shanlong skull. Yeah, nothing's here. Bad. Okay, that actually made sense that it missed. I think doing these without the cats would be faster. In about the most obnoxious way imaginable. Ones and 3 didn't respawn. I can't imagine they're in zone 7 or 4. I already checked 7. And 4 is too small. So I don't know why they're not here this time. Or they didn't respawn. downstairs section. Which maybe there's a monster that hides here eventually. Which I would say would be an Arzuros, but Arzuros has already shown up, so it's probably not that. If there's anything that does that. I'm kind of surprised that missed again. Okay, it should be dead. I only have one left, I hope. Yep, unfortunate though. I don't know if they're in zone 7. They could be in zone 5 again, they could have respawned. But this is why I don't like small monster hunts. Because they are uncooperative. And you have to rely on them respawning half the time. Oh. Okay, yeah, Lao Shenlong comes in this game, obviously. Ashen Lao Shenlong, is that in this? There's a older installment. Yes, Monster Hunter G? Yes. And second G. But it was in Frontier Z. Oh, that's probably Frontier Z because it's... I believe a tendency towards that's English. What is my... Ripened mushrooms on D Island. Let's go Mufas. Because it'll be more relaxed, I think. Don't think I need to eat, but I need to keep in mind that I need to eat. It needs to be an active choice to eat or not eat, because otherwise it will not be an appropriate habit. Because I don't eat when I'm fighting enemies in this game. Bosses. I don't remember seeing Mufas, which means maybe they don't spawn regularly here? Or I just completely ignored them. Deserted Island, cutting type weapon, so yeah, it's all that. I would guess 6 or 8. If it's not in 3, it could be 5-2 though. Oh. Okay, Mufa. Maybe they were here last time and I did ignore them. pretty brutal. Hitting them with a switch axe. Pretty messed up. Excuse me. I wonder if this is a Golden Fleece reference. With the Cyclops' island and all that. See, the Mufas do look kind of golden. Could just be a generic. This is just the island they picked, though. So I think I can't harvest from them right away, which is reasonable. Okay, it's gonna be quick. Good. Good. Very welcome to be a quick shearing. Oh wait, no, drop where they hit them, not where they land. Kind of like it prevents the Mufas from becoming like that sheep in New Zealand. Could have been the UK. Didn't get sheared in far too long and could barely see. Kind of a crummy wall. Given you could go up the rocks here. And that there's just a tunnel. Kind of interesting to look at. Wonder how that tunnel was dug. Because they do have explosives. Makes sense. And they have pickaxes that break quickly. It's probably palicos. Palicos have infinite mining capability. Have an infinite mining capability. Where does this connect? There's no really good perspective. A bad talisman. But maybe the situations where you want the anti-theft. Maybe it's useful against Chameleos? I don't know if Chameleos steals stuff in this game. Mealinxes steal, Chameleos steals. I think there's already another monster that steals. Yes, because I totally want to talk to him. It'd be a shame if the population of wild Mufas was cut down. Just so babies could have warm clothes. I'm assuming you can kill the Mufas. I guess on the assumption that you might get more. Fungus among us. I have to go to Kokoto though. Should have done that sooner. Oh, is this one of the ones that needs... Yeah, the Altaroth have to eat, and I have to hit them. Which I think I read in the game. Maybe they discussed it when giving the quest. And the Altaroth are the little bugs with colorful abdomen. I assume they live underground. Altaroth, yeah, they're those guys. I'll check here before I leave. Ah, right there. 2 of them. So they eat them. Oh, 3. They eat the mushroom, they turn blue, and then I hit them. Maybe I kill them? Okay, maybe I kill them, not just hit them. Wonderful. If there's more of these, that'll be convenient. Only 2 from 3, unfortunate. I have to find more Altaroth. There's 2, 3 here, so if I don't get unlucky here, I should be fine. They might be moving to a different zone. Probably going to zone 4? Can I paintball these? Probably not. Or did I walk too close and aggro them? Yeah, I definitely can't. I'm just not worried about wasting the paintballs. They react to it though, it's pretty funny. Though that aggroes them and now they're distracted, which is a waste of time. Ah, more Altaroth here. Easy, okay. I need to get rid of this Palico. If I get rid of the Palico, it will hopefully mean that I stop having a Palico drawing aggro. Because as useful as that can be, this stage of the game it's very annoying. Because the monsters are not that threatening most of the time, and them behaving predictably is safer. Especially when it's just a minor monster that I'm just trying to get rid of. Wait, so Linians are not specifically cats. Ah, the translation is Beastman species. Linian etymology. I can't find etymology for a fake word. Apparently Linian is a name. Potentially. Okay, it's definitely not a real name. It's just a names.org makes up articles for names, potentially. And then has less than 100 since 1880, so it's not really much of a name. Oh, cool. That's been around for a lot longer as a potential effect than I thought. Kokoto's village chief has grown. He's learned to be better. Ah, and my cat is now going to complain about the housekeeper thing. Oh, my cat's not complaining if there's nothing at the house. That's a shame. They're all happy. And I want to check for... I guess it's basically cheer horn emergency retreat. Okay, there's not much variety there. Make small monsters fleas situational. Phase of vitality is pretty good. And excavator just throws stuff. Okay. Probably okay. Okay, I'm gonna pick one of the punny names. Okay, easy punny name. Then I need to look for a... I guess bombing next? I don't know if they're important or useful. I can do the Gypceros. I don't want to do... eat. I don't want to do point collecting again. I'll have to do it eventually, but... the specialist is not useless. let's go with black belt. Hope it triggers, which it might not. The black belt did trigger. Good. Marshlands. Oh, I can't remember which one that is. I don't think it has hot or cold. Known to swipe stuff from people, which means Gypceros might be one of the stealing types. I think 3, 9, and 7 must be cold. But cold's not actually that bad. It doesn't drain health, so a little easier to survive in it without a hot drink. Six, 8, 4, 2, 1, then check the cold. I have to guess it's not a cold species, but it might be. Rubbery hide. Okay, good. But it could have insulation. The light inside the mouth. Where it doesn't really make sense, but it was the easiest way to do it. Easiest might be cheapest. The stretchy tail. Okay, I got far enough. Oh yeah, I wanted to try Adept on this, didn't I? I mean, Glavenus I think was one... No. Nothing I can do here. It was doomed. But no, it was Gammoth that I wanted to try out Adept on. But Adept is probably pretty good here. I meant to swap out my cat, so I stopped having the aggro cat. The aggro cat drives me mad. I'd much rather have the consistent aggro. Yep. Kind of like how aggressive the flashes in this game are. I can see many reasons for them to be less aggressive, but yeah, not really much I can do when I was that close. Like, what are these Palicos doing? Is there some setting that I have wrong? If not, why are they sitting over here doing nothing? Like, what a... Honestly, I might as well just kick them out. The Palicos don't do anything. I guess one's a gatherer palico, but... maybe they're both gatherer. I thought one of them was A. Okay, they are both gatherer. I thought one of them was another type. I guess I need to check what they have set up. It's their temperament, isn't it? Like what they target. That might be why. These might just be worthless palicos because their temperament's detrimental. Or their focus, whatever it's labeled as. Kind of a terrible mount. Small first, small first. Okay, that's why they're terrible. I need to replace both of them. Or change their targeting. So now it's flashing. Is that near broken or is that... near faking death? Or lying on the ground for a long time, still not necessarily faking death. Greedy. But a non-issue. Just... kind of a weird design on many levels. It's not blinking anymore. Oh, this is where it fakes it. Okay, yep. And that was the face break? Or the horn break, whatever is better to call. Okay, it does a lot of damage on Wake Up. That's good to know. Not just meaningless chip damage. And that does meaningless chip damage, but the Wake Up does way more. So now I don't need to worry about being stunned. Do you mean... I'm not sure? I might have it unlocked, but I've been doing like all the village hunts. I don't actually know if I have it unlocked. I could try to check. I think I only have mushrooms and herbs unlocked, maybe? it looks like brief check elsewhere, and it kind of makes sense. It seems like it's prowler missions need to be done in the village. Maybe it might be the hub, I'm not sure, but because I don't know exactly what unlocked the blue mushrooms for me, but I did do all of the prowler missions so far, and like it, yeah, it would make sense, I think. I don't check the trader enough to know when I unlocked them. I can talk. That's probably an urgent quest. I'm gonna ignore that for now. If I go here, I'll see if this says anything. Nothing there. There's an abyssal mushroom one, which could be. Oh, actually, that's a. Like, the Jurassic Fungologist is from the Trader Cat, so maybe that's where the mushrooms are unlocked. And not that one. I don't know. Probably a later one. I'll talk to him. Malfestio. Cool. I should probably do the Prowler quests myself right now, though. Because if it does unlock honey, that's probably a good thing to do. Yeah. There's so many quests and stuff to unlock. Yeah. All village quests to unlock. There's so much incentive to clearing every quest. Oh, he jumped over me. Whoa. The Prowlers seem to unlock the trader stuff, which is somewhat relevant. And worth doing for completion's sake. And most of the Prowler quests are not that much worse than normal gathering quests. And there's a lot of gathering quests. It's a random moss wine here. Snowmealinx is here. Huh. Hunting Mealinxes is one of the more annoying quests. Yeah, Moga Beard trade contract requires completing 3-star village prowler contracts. Oh, the fishing prowler contract. There's a lot of prowler contracts. The premium sashimi is one of the less annoying fish to catch. They really do throw the boomerangs a little bit too high. What are they doing? They're just all walking around confused looking. Can I just hit? No. Is that part of this combo? Hit. No. You can go into that dash forward. Interesting. A little bit more melee combo potential than I would have expected. You can kind of combo that a little better. Not much of a combo, but basically not being locked out of boomerang throws is kind of shocking. One more. He's gonna have to hope 10 might have some, or to keep circling. Prowler's such a weird system. Adding unique quests for it basically is a way to make people try it, I guess. Feels unnecessary. I don't think it really changes enough for it to be worth having, like, oh, collect Y Academy points. You do need some bugs. Might be 2 Royal Rhinos for a weapon. No idea which weapon. Could be the cat weapon. But I doubt it. I don't think I was planning to make that. At least not right away. They're back. Good. Wonderful. Quicker than I expected. They at least had a good supply of meal links for this quest. Verdant Hills, Academy points. Actually, Verdant Hills is not bad. If I have the normal layout, I can get unique mushrooms in zone 8. And if I need 800, I think it's 50 per, I think 16 unique mushrooms would work well enough. Because if I'm lucky, I can get like 6 to 8 pretty easily. Bomb stones are not the hardest. I don't know the layout of Misty Peaks. What's the level limit of Palicos increased to 48? I didn't actually read. Seems weird if it was. Ah, maximum number of Palicos you can hire increased to 36. Maybe I read wrong. The more Palicos to hire is worth doing that for. Yeah, this one's easy. This one's pretty simple. With Verdant Hills, that's very easy. This one's super simple. Let's make sure I have the space. What do these unlock? Okay, none of these unlock anything specific beyond doing multiple of them, unlocking the Moga B trade yard. Now let's run to zone 11. If I see the fish, I catch it. If I don't, I leave. Just go back and forth. It'll be quick. You know, I haven't paid enough attention to it, but if the clock in the top left is accurate, I don't know why they would have gotten rid of that, seemingly. Or the later games do have it and I just don't notice it. I should probably check that. No big pink fish. Should also kill the bullfango. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't think there's a big enough fish there. That one might be... Oh, it's possible. I might be misjudging the scale. I think those are small, though. This, I think, is a normal sushi fish. Yep, okay. Which side's closer? No, I think 10 is better. Better perspective, less wall in the way. But I get one. Okay, only need one more. Actually, two more. I'm silly. Wonderful luck on that. Nope, no luck. One more. Fish. What a weird mechanic. Too small. It's a lot of goldfish. It's way more. They could never remove fishing entirely, but unless World already did, but I don't think it did. Wait. The redfish look like they're different sizes. Oh, hello. How are you? It's good that you're great. I'm looking for a fish. Oh, and it didn't collapse? That's fortunate. I need one great sushi fish and it's not cooperating with me. Oh. Yes. I need 3. I don't really need to do this quest probably, but for completion's sake I do. Ah, shoot. I tricked myself. I don't know why I did that. I faked myself out. Yeah, 3 great sushi fish. Very fun. I'm bad at fishing. Now I've got it. Yeah. Premium, not great. Yeah. I think it would kind of make it even a little bit worse, though. You have 1 fish for everybody, but then you have to give them away. I don't know why, though. I don't know what the quest is about. Ah. They want the fish for research. You have a lot of... Yeah. The research might involve wasabi and soy sauce. How? Oh, probably not. Depending on what it is specifically. Like, Googling arsenic, cyanide, ricin probably wouldn't put you on any watch lists unless you looked at those on Amazon. Oh, that's No. There's legitimate reasons to research ammonia and anthrax. And is it anthrax that's a spore? Yeah, anthrax is a bacteria. Well, no, anthrax is a bacteria. And there was an island in the United Kingdom where they tested anthrax-related stuff. And it kind of, I think, ruined the entire island? This is the most important quest. Yeah, I mean, it is pretty classic for the 1940. Okay, yeah, from 1942 until 1990, the island was dangerous for all mammals after military experiments with anthrax. Yeah, researching that's not going to get you on a watch list. Just don't research it on Amazon or Alibaba, or that new one that's shown up that's Temu. That's kind of like Alibaba or Wish. Well, but more like Wish, I think. I know nothing about it beyond that. I think the ads are like shop like a billionaire or something. Oh, definitely don't search for anthrax in that context. That probably would get you on many watch lists. Vespoids and Hornitors. Oh yeah. I mean, there's a lot of chemicals that are potentially dangerous, but are fairly, that have innocuous purposes. Like, I imagine that if ammonia was enough to get on watch lists, it's probably pretty easy to get on a watch list. Hornitor. What a weird... It goes from completely fine to exploded. I was hoping to collect something, but oh well. Not actually that important. You could... you probably couldn't have a planet that had an atmosphere with like a microbe from Earth or bacterium from Earth. Wouldn't really work. Chemicals. Ammonia, chlorine. Yeah. Chlorine gas is pretty bad. Actually, chlorine. It's like the smell of chlorine from a pool isn't the smell of chlorine, it's the smell of chlorine reacting with organic matter in the pool. All varieties of organic matter. I think including just like skin cells, probably. Uncooperative. Yeah. Except in like, you know, kiddie pools and such. The usual suspects. Higher chlorine content. Well, I do think children's pools, where it's actually like a dedicated children's pool, there's a little bit higher ratio. But like, yeah, it's not mostly urine-based reactions. Oh wait, these are actually Vespoids, aren't they? There's something kind of relaxing about the smell of a pool, though, to me. Yeah. I was mostly just fixating on the Hornitors because they were the only ones that I was actually seeing. So I was focusing more on just looking at the terrestrial bugs, forgetting that these were another type that I could kill. I can harvest it. Lucky. Extra lucky. Isn't there some, like, you can aim up or something? I think I was looking at controls at some point, and there was something about you were able to aim boomerangs upwards. To some extent, at least. What do you mean by they didn't change the sounds? Like, of the Vespoids or something? I mean... I don't know. I mean, I could probably try to check. Be a bit... it would actually not be that bad to check. I guess I could pay attention. I think it'd be reasonable. Like, of all the sounds... Of all the sounds, I think it's fairly difficult to judge because most of the time they just explode, and I don't think they do the same dying sound when they explode. Look at these lazy cats. I need to collect bugs. I think they're pretty good. I think it would be funny to have some, like, alternative pet variant that isn't Palamutes, like not cat dog, but like cat and frog or something weird. Like, yeah, the Palicos are certainly cute. I mean, being able to give them, like, scars on their eyes is kind of grim for a cute cat. But unknown skull in a bunch of leftover storage from hunters. I think that'd be fun, yeah. I just have, since I can have a window open while playing this, I was looking at stuff and like, Linian sounds non-specific. It sounds much more Moga Beatrite, Beard, good. Linian sounds like it, to me, it might be, I don't have the etymology. It sounds like it's a cat, but it's a translation of a term that's just Beastman species, apparently. It's just kind of a funny, the Japanese term's very clear that it's not just cats. And obviously the fact that there's things that aren't cats in the category makes it clear that it's not just cats. And now I can do honey. And bitterbugs, that's pretty good. Actually, that is the best one to send. Let's do a round of that for now. Lizard crossed my mind? Frogs feel fitting. There's a specific image. Chrono Trigger frog? The Chrono Trigger frog guy? Whose name is maybe just Frog? Like a frog creature like that. And then it would have lots of croaking in its dialogue. Not more Mufas. I have to manage it over here. Cutting, good. Wait. The ruler of the Palicos, Mufi. The subservient Palicos. Yeah, puns would be... I imagine puns would be much easier to manage in, like... Obviously it wouldn't be an English-only game, so like in a Japanese-only game, it might be manageable. But like, having to have puns for all these different animals in all the different languages could get difficult. Because like, I learned years ago because of Majora's Mask, that like in Japan it's like a Garo for frogs instead of Ribbit, or maybe Croak as well. Like it's a different sounds they make. So they might not translate as clearly. Okay, yeah. They might not translate as clearly for puns, which like nya and meow don't always translate the best as well, but give me your fur. Give me your wool. Rude. I'm just here to steal your wool, or your fur. I got a horn. That's unfortunate. Okay, if it's not gonna give me more, then I'm gonna assume it won't give more. Yeah, every additional... I guess if... They could probably add, like... Generally speaking, they could add, like, one variant per game. And then the puns just get carried over from game to game, so it wouldn't be as much effort to plan them out. I thought I had a slashing. I'm just getting unlucky, probably. Don't you run. It didn't actually zone transition? What kind of Palico? Wave? Kind of impressive. Yeah, I guess flashing jokes, leg-based jokes. Those are probably pretty universal. Jumping. I guess they wouldn't be able to rely on, like, the simple... They wouldn't necessarily be able to rely on the simple, like, audio option, but... Auditory option, not audio. There's a lot of... Okay, this lasts for... Oh. 5... 5... I don't think they really need to add other... Like... They probably don't need to add other companion type things. They could. But Palamutes existed in one game. I wouldn't be surprised if they never came back. Wouldn't be surprised if they did. but I don't think they're the most vital to the most important to return, especially with secret replacing the transportation role. Like a Palamute that's actually just like a... Do you mean as like a companion, like a Palico? Or more like a Moofy type thing? Yeah, like instead of a Poogle or a sheep. Or Poogie instead of a sheep. Or a sheep. Moofy, Poogie, Doogie. So this is a translation, because it's definitely a reference to like RuPaul's Drag Race, but is that popular in Japan? Woofy, yeah, that would work. I wouldn't be surprised if something that I've never watched it, but I assume the visual medium makes sense for it to work. Kind of fun to see. It'd actually be even funnier if it isn't popular at all, and it was just one developer named a quest that way because they thought it would be fun. Okay, this does not give Burnistone, I think. Oh, no, Balmstone's uncommon, not Burnistone anyway. 1 out of 8. It's a rare drop. Two. Rare drop, as I said. There was a goose pet. What game had a goose pet? Gooku. Or Gookole. Oh, okay, that kind of... It tracks. Oh, 8. Perfect. Easy. Super quick quest. I must know what it looks like. Frontier Gooku. Yep, Gooku. It's just a little duckling looking thing. That's cute. It's like a... It actually does kind of look like a rubber duck. No, I think you spelt it pretty much exactly perfect according to the first result online. Pretty good. And like... It's pretty easy to dress up too. Is this a... Oh, it's a swimming suit. Okay. A swim top, a swim cap, a life ring on the tail, and a snorkel, but no swim bottoms. What a weird creature. Obviously there's nothing on the bottom because it is a goose slash duck, but... Well, yeah, but they don't need a swimming top either. There's one where the entire costume's just like an orange slice tied around its neck that looks like an ad for something. It's pretty funny though. That would be fun to bring back. Second Monster Hunter Generations, but the only thing it brings from previous games is the pets. None of the monsters, no returning monsters, no returning weapons, no returning characters, nothing returns, just the pets. All new bespoke weapons for the game that never return for a later game either. People love the new rocket shoes because they let you kick monsters to death. But you'll never see them again. Just like the Tonfas. Just like the magnet spike. Those could come back in theory. But yeah, I think like a generation where the only thing it really brings back, other than, obviously it would have to bring back weapons, but it's possible. Are there mushrooms this way? I can't remember. Might have been a while ago though. Ooh. The Mosswine Gang. I think golden gold. I think it would make sense for them to make a new game that is heavily influenced by Frontier and isn't held back by the fact that Utku scales? That's weird. Frontier was really old when it started. Well, it wasn't old when it started, but it wasn't exactly... Like, it was not a... I mean, it released for the Xbox 360 in 2007. Like, it would have had to have done a lot to, like, properly keep itself up to date and not become a antiquated feeling game. Like, all the old issues that were fixed would need to be fixed, because if you went to like playing Generations Ultimate, World, Frontier, and it had all these quality of life improvements, then trying to go back to that would be kind of rough. Though people go back to the very first game, so. And that has, to my understanding, even more niche appeal in terms of quality of life and such. And controls. Ah, goldfish are 500, that's good to know. Or golden fish. Oh, they're 850. I just needed one goldfish. Cool. Oh, Monster Hunter 1. Anything? To me, I think I would give For You a chance if it wasn't on 3DS and it had like real controls. Instead of like a little nub to control the camera at best. Like the camera seems like the biggest thing holding it back to me. And you could probably get used to it. Monster Hunter 3, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to try it. Because I don't know how it plays, but trying the underwater could be interesting. It's probably not that interesting. Because they have poor balance? Despite the fact that cats have excellent balance? Maybe they're not used to... Maybe walking on their rear legs is putting on a show. Maybe they're not used to it, despite constantly walking on their rear legs. Franco's a pretty good name. It was Franco. Franco's a funny name. Yeah. It was like... It's kind of interesting, kind of side note, about like how people walk. Like, I will occasionally walk on... Well, occasionally, I don't know. I don't pay enough attention, but like walking on the front of my feet instead of the whole feet if I'm at home, not wearing shoes. Which, if I'm at home, I'm basically never wearing shoes because that's not how it's done in Canada most of the time. Shoot. What did I just pick up? Oh, My Academy, that's fine. Like, the balls of my feet, which would be like toes and the connecting point. It's like not like, it's not difficult to describe, it's just sort of trying to put it into other words. I think if people say tippy toes or tiptoes, it's that section that's being stood on, but not like fully extended. It's just sort of half. Like walking with the toes, I assume is what digitigrade is, kind of. Oh yeah, that's like a horses? Horses are weird. Horses' fingers or equivalent are very odd, but like maybe close to that. Cause oh, why am I grabbing all that? It looks like digitigrade might include the balls of the feet, but it's not the same because the layout of the legs is kind of different. Actually, searching digitigrade, it comes up with a really nice picture of what looks to be a sketch of, like, a lion or something. Quite nice looking. Now the font of the text around it is kind of doesn't fit with the nice art. But it has the skeleton and then the, whoa, is it Sabretooth? I don't know, it might just be a lion, I'm not sure. Oh, this digitigrade. Well, I say this. Digitigrade to plantigrade, but then it's from a furry website, is one of the image results. And that's not really what I'm looking for. Do people... Okay, I think it is a common topic in that context, and I'm not going to look into it more. No issue with people's interests, just it's not for me. Yeah. Like, going into the full effort of... One of the pictures was stilts, and that's just... It's not an issue. I think that's way more commitment than I can ever imagine. Oh, I mean, if you had digitigrade stilts, you would definitely have to tread carefully. Because you might break an ankle. It's an awkward word to say. If I'm even saying it correctly. Oh yeah. I mean... I think my only issue with anything furry related is I'm not a biggest fan of the general art style that they go for in terms of like images that you can find easily. Not talking weird images. They definitely do some weird stuff, but everyone does weird stuff. I don't know if there's a higher ratio of... Well, it's just sort of... It's the... I don't know if it's like contrast or something. It's the impact of the color. There's something about that I just don't... I'm not a fan of. And it might be the tendency to be kind of... Now I'm gonna have to search furry stuff to get a better description. It's not appalling, but... It's... It might be the cutesiness. It's just hard to put into words without looking at something, like... Yeah, it might be the attempts at being cutesy sort of stuff for some of them. I think it just doesn't... The art just doesn't appeal. Which it doesn't need to. Yeah. Yeah. I think I can picture what you mean. And I can kind of agree, like... when it's just a person that's an animal. One of the, like, it's kind of funny how, well, funny is not really the right word, but like, it's interesting how expensive it is apparently, which is kind of, it's niche enough that it kind of has to be expensive, and it probably takes a lot of work. Like, people will spend incredible amounts of money, is what I've heard, on something that could probably be ruined pretty easily by, like, falling into a river accidentally. No, that bug can't hit a cat. The cat's too short. I guess if... It's a question of to what degree they're synthetic, though. Like, they would probably get... I don't know how they would handle, like, a glass of water being spilled on them. I'm focusing on that too much, though. Look at this weird conclave. Okay. The cat doesn't need to crouch. The cat could walk through. That's some weird lighting. There could be a bug palico replacement. Instead of a palico, you'd have a vespoid. Or instead of a Kahoot, you have a vespoid. I would hate it. It would be awful. But like a Kahoot, it's easy to ignore. Like, having two vespoids chasing you around everywhere. Bumblebee wouldn't be bad. Giant bumblebee. I hate this part. 300 more. I should heal. What is it? That could kind of work. You could get a Joro spider. A spider that floats around on a web of its own silk, I think. And is probably one of the least appealing looking spiders that I've ever seen. They are honestly one of the worst, like one of the scarier, creepier looking spiders. The Joro spider, Joro. But spiny? I don't know how to type. I must look at pictures. Oh, the first thing that shows up when I think search spiny is lobster. And spiny lobsters are pretty cool too. The Joro spider was in the news in the last year because it was just in the news. Despite the fact that it was in the US for a while. Yeah. Like, there's something about spindly legs that I don't love. Like, tarantulas, I'd be terrified to see one show up in my room. But like, a tarantula is reasonably, like, contained. It's not a spindly little creature. I imagine it's probably related. Like, given that I think it's about them. Is what's supposed to happen with the Tetsukabra? I think it's just the guy in the area. It's just the whatever's here while I explore. Joro spider is in the Trichinophila genus, which is golden orb weaver spider, yeah. It is a genus of golden orb weaver. Which is cool. I'm trying to find... I think it was a type of... Maybe it isn't the spider that moves in, that floats a bit. I'm not sure. Well, there's a diving bell spider as well. This was the one that was being over dramatized in the news, because I thought it was this one that was being over dramatized in the news because it can kind of float a little. Well, yeah, its pattern of spread suggests it is primarily driven by natural dispersal mechanisms such as ballooning, which other types of species do it as well, actually. Maybe not spider, not orb weaver. Lepidoptera. Wait, this is a... Good timing. Might be. It could be that they float as a juvenile to spread, and that's why their, like, spread pattern is thought to be based on ballooning. I mean, if they spread as a juvenile, then that still fulfills the spread pattern. It's just that the dramatization in the news highlighted that they were venomous, and they rarely bite humans, and their venom is not deadly, and they can fly, sort of. But their spread pattern is the main thing, I think. And that they're spreading in the US, despite the fact that they shouldn't be there. So they're an invasive species. Huh. Previously it was in a different genus. Until 2019. I should have just gathered the egg to begin with, huh? Yeah, like, it's kind of... Ah. Does it make sense for the bees to be fuzzy? If the ants can't be? Sorry. But yeah, I'm gonna, just for the sake of it, I'm gonna copy paste the title of this CBS News article. But yeah, it's the ant being fuzzy. If bumblebees can be fuzzy, why can't the cool bumble ant? Yeah. I think this news title is kind of exactly why the thing that sticks in the head is that they fly. But it's mostly just sensationalizing the spiders. Oh yeah, but I guess, I mean, if the bumble ants would need to collect pollen as well, because if they're fulfilling the same purpose, is there a particular reason they wouldn't be able to? Basically behave the same way? There might be. Oh, okay, so that's the ones that don't have wings instead of... Because I remember you were thinking about whether various ones would or wouldn't have wings, but these do not. I'm here for points. Points... I don't know where to get points here. I remember the bruisers. With their kind of funny context for their names. Giant hornets are pretty fun. Well, actually, no. It's what? Killer hornets or whatever they're referred to as? They're fun. The more accurately, the thing that's fun is the bees that are adapted to deal with them are pretty cool. Was it killer wasps? Well, I know that there's a song that's written as it describes how bees can deal with invasive, like, wasps and such entering their hive. Because it's a song that a podcast uses as the intro. Now, as a song, the song has been permanent. I don't listen to it, but as a song, it's been tainted by the podcast in question because it's always the intro. So it does not sound like the intro to a song. Fuzz bumblers. What's better than, like, buzz fumblers? The bumbling and fumbling are not actually that different. No, I'm just thinking, like, the easy mistake for fuzz bumbler would be buzz fumbler. And so fumbling is probably worse than bumbling. Yeah. It's a bit mean. It's not their fault. It's random chance's fault. Oh, Jan Kutku. Oh no. How rude. Do the cats not... Cats don't really cooperate. I think... Well, it's like pandas. Pandas are such a failure. Yes, humans decreasing their size is a big part of the issue. Like, they're so... They don't like reproducing. They can only eat bamboo, which is a terrible food source. Or, well, energy source. They're a failure. Just make the, fuzz bumblers black and white instead of another color, and they're just like the panda. Existing as a bumbling species. It's just kind of fortunate to have survived as long as they have. Seahorses are wild. Everything about them so different. They're not good at swimming. Well, I think there might be a species that's good at swimming, but... just an oddity. I'm sneaking. Yeah, like... It's sort of one of those, like, super specific adaptations that the moment that specific context is gone, they don't really have a good chance. It's good to see you again. Almost done. 3-star. Only 2 more. Plus the pandas that are immediate. Vespoid hunting would be faster with a non-prowler. Ah. Well, yeah, but that's... If they can't fly, then they're automatically a failure. To say nothing of the fact that ants don't often fly in real Earth. But they're a failure because they got one thing wrong. Kind of like everyone. Oops, wrong button. Vespoid. 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 Don't dodge me. A pretty good jump. Well, that's kind of fun to have specific examples of coevolution. Okay. Mm-hmm. They can't deal with more niche, more unexpected events. But it's having things that over specialize is realistic. Come here, bugs. Hi, Gypseros. Please don't hit me. Thank you. I wonder what the biggest environmental change that would affect ants like that would be. I guess, like, obviously, like, desertification would be pretty big. I just need to hit it. Don't jump. I'm bad. Who got poisoned? Yeah. I guess, like, global warming in general would be bad. Well, climate change is the more accurate way to refer to it in at least reality context. Like, at least it's kind of... I guess ice ages would be bad. Is there going to be some weird animal-based or animal-based reason that, or maybe animal living creature-based? Or is it just that's the direction the world is moving towards because of increased volcanic activity leading to an increase in heat or something? Like the eventual expansion of the sun, but different. The inevitability of Earth's inhabitability, but on a different world. Like, that makes me think of like the idea of like a super long, super large elliptical orbit. With a cycle where it gets too hot, everything dies. Some very small few things live, and then it shakes out. It seems it could be stressful. Imagine leaving the planet that your entire species has existed on since its inception, then being taken away with none of the other living species. Completely nothing to stay attached to. Just eternal search for something new. It's not eternal, because unless they can reverse entropy. Oh, I haven't checked, have I? Okay, it doesn't look like there's more quests to pick up. Good. Well, it wouldn't be able to be time travel. Just because, like... I mean, reversing entropy is probably not possible within physics. Like, it's probably not a actual possibility. So, being able to reverse entropy would be... Like, reverse entropy without going back in time somehow would just have to be something that's incomprehensible. Which in a sci-fi story, specifically sci-fi, would be fine. Like, otherwise, based on everything that's known, you know, the heat death of the universe is inevitable. And unavoidable. And kind of sad to think about. And only not sad to think about when you consider that every human will probably die. Immortality will probably is probably impossible. Unless some sort of the singularity can occur. They'll smash all their toys together. A Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble of all the sentient species. I don't really know anything about the Royal Rumble. I'm just pretty sure it's a wrestling event where a bunch of different wrestlers fight each other. But also not to the death, because that would be pretty twisted. It's not lethal. I think. I bet there's been some injuries that have indirectly led to death. Or directly led to death. Because of wrestling, so. Even that's not the best. Oh. Wrestling's all fake. Spoilers. It's all about that kayfabe or whatever. It's actually kind of an interest. I've never cared about wrestling. But I actually kind of find the fact that it's all fake kind of interesting. Because then it's a story at that point. And it's all about contract disputes. Potentially. Funny. There's only one. Oh, there's only a couple things I know about wrestling. One is that most wrestlers that become actors are not very good, but there are a few that are pretty good at it. Despite the fact that all of wrestling is acting. And it's physical, but like. And that there's one line that just. It's a very good. It's just a good audio clip of like. It's me, Austin, revealing. It was some big reveal of a villain being the person who owns the WWE and is kind of hated kind of universally. Because he's not a great person. I'm at 4 Royal Rhinos. Hey. It's kind of a question of like what happens if you exist till that point in the universe, like because entropy is like the gradual flow from high energy to low energy as everything just disperses. So past a certain point it probably would be near impossible to maintain like much. It's sort of what goes first. I think it's kind of an impossible scenario to picture. Maybe physicists could approximate what it would be like. don't think so. I think I'm... Because I think the next hunt is Malfestio. To get to 4-star. And I don't know if I need to grind anything then. I haven't looked... I have a bunch of weapons that are sort of gated by generic small drops like insects and stuff. It is a very cool looking monster from what I've... keep checking the wrong place. Okay, one more. It's so different. Just the design at least is so different from a lot of other monsters. Because it's not like beefy or super dexterous. Yeah, it's just a cool owl. And after this quest, I should be able to do the village urgent. And then I can see where I'm at. I'm either doing something wrong or this quest is terrible. 10 royal rhinos is not a very fun quest. Okay, there it is. Yeah. Owl is upcoming very, very soon. I'll beat it up. Or maybe... Well, yeah, my understanding, which is fairly limited, is that entropy is sort of a byproduct of the ever-expanding universe. And since the universe is constantly expanding, but the amount of matter within it, matter and energy, isn't increasing to match the increasing size, it all just sort of disperses, I believe. But I might be incorrect. There's a lot of stuff about thermodynamics. Okay, so entropy is central to the second law of thermodynamics, which states that the entropy of an isolated system left to spontaneous evolution cannot decrease with time. As a result, isolated systems evolve towards thermodynamic equilibrium, where the entropy is highest. A consequence of the second law of thermodynamics is that certain processes are irreversible. Like stuff decays and cannot go backwards, I think is part of it. Like, it might be related to like fusion and fission and stuff. Some of them can't be reversed without... What's the point of getting a Gathering 10 talisman? Without more energy than was put in to make... to cause fusion or something. That's a misunderstanding probably by me. I just know that it's the whole thing, the heat, death of the universe and all that. Okay, so these to do real quick. I probably don't need the cool drink later. Oh yeah. I mean, it might... What is it? I think the heat death might be just the main theory as to what's going to happen. It's a hypothesis on the ultimate state of the universe. It might not be what occurs. There's a lot of specific ones that I think exist for what will happen eventually. think it's... Yeah. Yeah, entropy applies to the heat death of the universe because entropy implies some things can't go backwards. And the heat death is that the work cannot be performed by heat because everything's sort of at an appropriate equilibrium. It's like there'd be no way to heat something to make something happen. Yeah, there's a lot of fun theories, I think. Excuse me. One more. Then I get to beat up an owl. Thank you. I'm pretty sure that if a black hole is just there, it doesn't release much of anything. But I also think apparently some things can escape black holes in very specific contexts. But I'm really not sure. I mean, well, I don't think there's anything that necessarily makes it unrealistic. Like, it might be, well, there's probably definitely some things that are unrealistic, but you could, like, there could be the recognition that we don't know everything about physics, and maybe there is some way to make stuff refresh in some manner. We just don't know it because we don't. Malfestio, Jurassic Frontier. Wound the head. Am I gonna be able to mount the owl? I wonder how that would work. I'm pretty sure it's a fairly vertical owl. Do I just land on its head and stab it in its head? Seems kind of mean. Where is this? You could go with like, I don't know if it's actually like a scientific theory. You could go with the idea that black holes are tunnels to other universes. And like the final super black hole is the tunnel to a fresh universe. I didn't eat. I forgot to eat. Like a brand new, just post Big Bang or whatever universe. Cutscene. Owl. Hoot hoot. It's like a harlequin. Oh wait, I need this. The head. The head turning. Oh, its wings are strong. Oh, that sound is really good. The hooting. That hooting is so very good. Okay, couldn't quite get away by stepping. Yeah. They tried. No, this is bad. It worked out. Ooh, that was lucky. Oh, cool. Okay, so I mounted here. I just ride his back. Cool. The back of the wings look feathery, but the front does look... I think zero sum would be the latch version. Well, the bit that shoots the potential hypnosis, maybe. The like eye spots areas might not be feathers. The zero sum is the latch on that I don't think is in this game. But the elemental discharge I could have gone for. I just kind of... am lazy. It's actually audio based. I assumed that the wings would be like a visual, like sleep induction. That looked audio. Saying it looked like audio is kind of silly. I mean, the fact that I could see it means that it was visual, I think, kind of by definition. So the gimmick with the elemental discharge on this is that it has to be done from the air, which makes it slightly less easy. I missed somehow. On a relatively small monster like this. Okay. It's in a phase of attack. I should just leave and not be trying to do any damage to it. Oh. Oh, I love it. I hate it so much, but I love it. What an effect to add to a game. Ooh, its ears are different, I think. Oh, that was weird. I think it would be fun. Oh, come on. I was behind a tree. I was behind a tree again. How would you get rid of confusion? Or was it something else before? I mean, the confusion there seemed to be time-based. The first time, at least. I'm guessing it's a time-based clear. It did coincidentally go away when I dove. So maybe it's actually a roll-based clear. I should probably sharpen, but... It makes sense that it has a big roar radius. It's an owl. So it kind of fits with aesthetics of... Well, it doesn't fit with aesthetics because owls are not loud, but... The hooing makes sense that it's a big roar. Oops, missed. And the hooing and the motion here? Or hooting? Yeah. I think there's a lot of... It actually adds a lot, I think. When the owl monster hoos as it moves. Face break. Can I hunt in this direction? Yeah, it looks like I probably can. I probably shouldn't. But I can. Oh, except when it wears off mid-movement. That's kind of rough. I'm about to get hit. Oh, that hitbox felt weird. I got hit once and it might have cleared up a little bit of confusion. It's a pretty minor status effect. Like, it's definitely less dangerous than sleep. And like, if you were good enough, which I'm not right now at least, like, you can just keep fighting. It doesn't, like, it just, if you react appropriately, it doesn't do anything. So like, time-based combined with palicos would probably be enough. Or like a medicine could also work. And this is why I don't do that. I miss it all the time. On small monsters. Renoplos. Shoot. Not marked. And it's barely visible. I need to see where it is. I can't watch it. It's going this way. Okay, it's going zone 9 probably. Maybe. Could probably work. It might be 10 or 11 though. It's definitely this area. I think it could be. No, but then you would just... I don't think I don't know if energy drinks in this game wake you up. I don't think they do. But that would be too much. That'd be too convenient to only need one, maybe? For what should... I didn't fly this way? Or did it take a while to get to zone 9? Could also be zone 7, I guess. I guess energy drinks, if they don't wake you up, might work. Like, it must have gone to 7 or something. Well, I wonder... There's bitter bugs that were given for this quest. I wonder if bitter bugs clear it. That's good. Waking up at an appropriate time means you're getting tired. That's a good thing, for sure. Okay, it's not here. I'm thinking maybe moving forward. If on weekdays I start an hour earlier and don't go till what would be 3 EST, it might be better if I end earlier than that. This is a paintball nightmare. It flew in the south direction. Actually, I should find a, I should be looking for a hot air balloon. That's so cute! I don't know how to get it down from there, but that's so cute. It's adorable. It would partially be... Oh, it woke up. Thank you. It could partially be because I want to go... I think if I can, starting an hour earlier would be better. And also... going till... what is basically morning is probably not the best plan in general from like a practical perspective. Whoosh. Yes. I really think it would be very, very nice if it came back. And this is like, well, that's probably not even my first time hunting it. I've probably hunted one before. The real play for Wilds would be introducing a baby Malfestio when everyone was obsessed about a baby Puke Puke. That wasn't a baby Puke Puke. I mean, it could probably have like, I'm thinking of like a red. What does red mean? It would be like bleed, but that would be awful. Just because red would look better in a red zone. Wonderful. You could have like a royal Malfestio and make it purple. With like the whole purple is a royal color or whatever. As like a sort of red plus blue. I don't know. What does tea do? Tea makes you relax. It would have to still sleep. And then it steals from you? Royal. I'm trying to think. Oh, they could maybe add a new status effect of some variety. Some like a lightness status effect where if you get hit, you get launched further. Like based on feathers. I think I have heard though that like when trying to catch something they're quiet, but they can also be really loud if they are not hunting, which is more of an interest thing, not like a Monster Hunter Malfestio thing. Is that a big shrimp? Those are very big shrimp in that pot, I think. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna pick up all these other quests, but what do I have already in 4-star? Bunch of quests, Rathian. Blangonga. Agombi, Uruktor, Shogun Senator. Volvidon. Ooh, Kezu. Najarala, the snake wyvern. Tetskabra, Nargacuga. Apparently, I learned that Nargacuga is smaller prior to World. Because they just made it bigger. I need to hunt a Genprey. I need to get big boomerangs unlocked. Or Gendrome, not Genprey. I mean, this is a coincidence. Huntathon, Gendrome. I mean... it could be like a, I don't know if, it's really specialized, but... I'm actually struggling to remember the name. Oh, why am I struggling to remember it? The spiky guy from Frontier. Like, the main species to subspecies, whatever the specific term might be for that. Like, it's similar but has enough Espinus. Like, Espinus is not super specialized, but like, the most noteworthy thing, I think, is like the fireball electric poison. And then Flaming Espen is just a sort of a variant on that. Maybe different moves, I don't know. But I think having different status effect based Malfestios could maybe work. Like if there's like a context for another like non-confusion based status effect. Like if hunting arts returned, make it so that they can silence you and not use hunting arts or something. Like that sort of thing could work. Maybe. And be very frustrating, but oh. This is like the worst looking weapon I've seen so far. It looks really bad. Like something stands out about it that makes it look worse than basically all of these. The Ludroth isn't great either, but this one looks really bad. It looks so much... It might just be me. It just feels much more smudged, blurrier. Like this one, I think the main thing is between like this and this. Like this has detail, whereas this just looks low res, by comparison at least. But I think it must just be that most of the monster-based ones just have simpler textures. And since at this point in the game I don't have a lot of monster ones, it's just by comparison it's more distinct because... This is not a monster one either, but... Yeah, it's weird to me. Need to check if I got anything. Grinder 3, recoil 1. That's not bad. There's so much gear in this game. A wig. Yeah. This is what I was looking for, Malfestio. What do they give? Sleep. Yeah. Well, it's always good to sleep. No, it coincided. I was reading what the Malfestio cap does. It's so mediocre. It's actually funny how it timed. Though, if you are tired, you probably should sleep. Upgraded Translash. That's late-ish, but not late, but also is late. Technically, it's later for me. I did... Oh, okay, I have to find the one that I need to switch. No, I tried all these, right? Malfest roast? Is that a roast Malfestio? I'm glad that you enjoy talking while speaking. What else? Yeah, it's a lot of fun chatting. But oh, deodorant unlock. Okay. Yeah, I could definitely, like, game progress wise, I could definitely wrap up soon. For me, and if you sleep. Oh. Is this hairstyle designed after ice cream? I assume not, because that would be weird. Could be a croissant. But I just think wrapping this person, they don't sell anything. They're just one of the chiefs who gives quests. Because I think wrapping up here would be pretty, because timing wise, tomorrow is when I would make the video that would go up what would be kind of Monday morning / Sunday night. So leaving just as I reach the 4-star quests would be kind of appropriate. And I have a bunch of these quests to find. Lots of this. I don't... Trading. Oh. That's a good point. I am just kind of sitting on the default starter gear. I forgot? I don't know why. Oh, I guess I forgot because everything except for the Glavenus and the Gammoth have been pretty easy. So I haven't thought about it, but those went very poorly. So yeah, I definitely should do that. I'll look at what I can make first, just as an example. I'm not sure. I can check for you. Monster Hunter Stories Gammoth, Monster Buddy, Monster Hunter Stories 2 seems to show up as the first result. When did Stories release? 2016? Generations was 2015 and Stories was 2016. Makes sense. So it was a 1-year difference, and Generations was just the year before. Oh no, it was announced in 2015? No, yeah, it was released in 2015. They announced it in May, released it in November. If only Wilds had that quick of a turnaround. Announced in May, released in November. Wilds would be coming out soon if that was the case. Another Malfestio quest. So many quests. I think, like, both Stories games are kind of impressive that they're not to me, I'm kind of impressed that they're not bad. And like they're actually like good games. I don't know why it impresses me. Like it's a very effective translation aesthetically. Yeah. It's gonna be kind of weird for a second. I want to see if I can... I don't know if I have it installed anymore. Nope, I do not have it installed, and it's fairly large, so I can't check. Can't remember what I was using primarily for Stories 2. What? I didn't read that properly. I don't know why I got one Zenny. I should have been reading it, because that was clearly a joke. It was something about a buddy, though. That's what all I can remember. I think the most memorable Stories monsters to me are like Red Kezu and Black Diablos. Because like, I think I tried to grind to get both of them at the soonest time possible. And it took a while. Not that it was a very interesting grind. But those are the ones that I can actually remember. Okay. Okay. Expert should require more than I'm probably gonna be able to get. You need 10 for +1. Senator. Oh, and I can't make that anyway, but. Rec level. Recovery level. I can't interpret that. Yeah, sleep. That's kind of interesting. That makes it look like the Malfestio set is all about... Oh, but no, sleep is just negating sleep, not applying sleep. That'd be kind of interesting if it was a apply sleep and tenderizer, so that you can hit the tenderize applicable points more easily as like a wake up. But there's no aesthetic. Evasion. Let's just go for style. I'm not going to get any skills with only 2, I think. I could check, actually. I have a skill list open. There's sleep coding, so you can use coatings with bow. It doesn't seem like sleep attack is a skill. if Kiriniko's trustworthy. That looks pretty good, actually. It's not very helpful. I actually kind of like the aesthetic. These would be good. Such a silly set. Well, I think it's the thing in... I'm actually not sure. I assumed it was a thing in newer games. Maybe it isn't. Can't make boots. That looks so bad. I don't like that aesthetic. I mean, at least in the newer games, you just set a sleep weapon on your Palico or Palamute and it can sleep them. It's like having a small amount of sleep on your main weapon probably wouldn't be too much of an issue. (1-4-2-1) seems pretty good actually compared to (-3-4, -1). Yeah, the Kazu seems good for pure defense value. Okay, I guess that's what I'm gonna make. They don't look awful. And then the Malfestio one looks pretty good. It doesn't really fit though. Kazu's probably the better choice. So Nibblesnarf for decoration slots would be better. Well, I mean, I think, well, I mean, I don't know if World is balanced properly around Elemental, but like having the correct Elemental should be, like design-wise, it should be better, but I guess it isn't in World because like. Yeah. Like up until I'm so bad with names. Alatreon. Up until Alatreon, I'm pretty sure Ra was like the super meta in World. And then you needed elements for Alatreon. Yeah, let's go style. I kind of like it. It looks kind of goofy. Wait, no, the Burner Belt just has a useless stun decoration, right? That does nothing because I don't have enough points for it to do anything. It's completely worthless. Yeah, it's gonna go style for now. Might not be the best choice, but... yeah, I kind of like it. Maybe a little bit mismatched. That just feels like such a weird introducing someone to Sonic through Roblox is crazy. Oh yeah, it's just Sonic is a pretty old game. And Roblox is actually pretty old as well, but it's just like the idea of like introducing someone to Mario through Fortnite would be just as weird to me. Yeah, and it's the same thing with Sonic and Roblox to me, in my mind. I'm gonna do one hunt real quick. Oh, okay, so this is how you get your cooked food. Yeah. Oh, voucher. I think this will be my last hunt. I just want to. I guess I'm gonna hunt again, Drum. Died, then was revived, just like Sonic. Sonic died and then was revived. Was this desert? Dunes, yeah. Oh, I don't mind you about. I mean, Sonic can never die. Sonic is incorporated with the Flash's Speed Force or whatever, so he can go back in time. I bet they've had Sonic go back in time at some point. Almost like, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Super Fast Sonic plus the Speed Force. I mean, that's the type of like weird, like fanfic crossover where Sonic would just be like, I am the Speed Force or something goofy like that. Oh, it takes a really long time to stop attacking when mounted, huh? Oh, well, yeah. Sonic's a good person. He's a hedgehog, he's not a person. Though he's a sentient being, so he might be a person. Don't you dare. No. I don't know where it's going. No, it's gone. That path probably goes to 4, 5, or 3. Oh yeah. I guess like anything that is semi-self-aware can be set. Well, the line is kind of maybe not the most clear-cut. Like if anything that is aware is sentient, but being able to be beyond a certain degree of capacity is sapience. Shoot. Unfortunate direction of stand up. This Gendrome. Is it dead? It is. Maybe? Yes, it is. Wow. I mean, it's also one of those things where I would say most of the time, outside of like science and sci-fi, which is science related, the difference is not very pressing. Like the difference matters, but well, actually, I mean, if you called like a crow might be sentient, but if you called it sapient, it might be debatable. But people don't really refer to that, and they'd only talk about that in the scientific context. These hunt-a-thons are weird. I assume it's just once they kill 2, the ticket appears, but they keep spawning, so I can just keep killing them? Otherwise, what's the point? Yeah. Like, I guess humans define it, so it can be defined as, like, human level of intelligence and awareness and such. But, like, in the broader sense, like, if suddenly aliens showed up on Earth and they were significantly more intelligent, more self-aware in some manner than humans, in a way that we can't possibly understand, and they define the equivalent of sapience as their level, then suddenly there would be some sort of debate that would need to be had as to where the line actually should be drawn. I hate that. I'm so bad. Kind of, this is, I think, basically what Aerial is all about. You can just kind of crush the monster. As long as it's weak enough that you can kind of chain beat it up. These... Nice. Should be going to 3 though. I think the hunting styles would be so good to bring back. Not necessarily the arts, but like aerial, alchemy, valor, they all have such interesting adept. They have so much that's interesting to them that it'd be a shame if it never came back in any form. Oh, I killed the second one. That was kind of anticlimactic. And like this, I disappear. I don't know how the Farcasters work when you're in a cave, but they do. Oops, I should pick it up. Hopefully, I should unlock big boomerangs. Well, yeah, but like... I guess in this, they are just a teleport. Whereas in, like, Rise, it's like a wire bug. I don't... And World, it's a... Wyvern picks you up? I don't remember what those are called. Oh, it's just running away. Like a coward. Yes. Did I unlock Big Boomerang? Yes. That is important. Now my boomerang throwing is more efficient and damaging. New armor. And a costume. Daring. F daring. Poogie. Oh. That's that. I need to mess with my cats before I forget. It's support moves on particularly Paula needs big boomerangs and Herbhorn or Herborn. This will be helpful. 3 points I can boost my boomerangs. I do have Boomerang Pro. I need 3 points for that. Like the, what is it? Wow. Everything's context specific. Like Vigor Wasps are nice. A Healthhorn I probably didn't have equipped. Or effectively equipped. Maybe I did though. The funny thing is, I could check. Except I need to... I hope this doesn't change. It shouldn't. Because I can keep that visual. Critical up. 9 lives. I wonder how valuable that is on support. Palico. Ooh, now that's pretty good. Support priority, probably. Yeah. Well, I mean, this one has a move that is in itself called Healthhorn. That's just a better Herb Horn. But it costs Gauge. I think, but it's on... Oh, this True Healthhorn is an option. Oh goodness. So I just loaded Rise. It's so crisp by comparison. Like, I've been getting used to the visuals of Generations Ultimate, so it hasn't been standing out. But it's the frame rate, everything visual. It's just such a big difference. Oh yeah, I don't think I even consistently had Healthhorn. Because I think for the last little while that I was playing, I had an Assist Palico, which was not the right choice. I should have had a Heal Palico the whole time. In Rise, I wasn't particularly struggling, I think. There were a couple hunts that went poorly when I last played. Well, it looks like the Healthhorn is the highest level equipped move for healer Palicos. If I press this, will it work? Like all the healer ones, I think it's just the highest level here. Seemingly. Because I think it must be the healer specific one, and since I think this is one that I've been using. Yeah, I was using Nell. Nell was a Bombardier. Why was I using a Bombardier? I don't know. Probably shouldn't have been. For the sake of when I come back to this game eventually. Maybe this is why, because I sent them off. I'm now distracted. because I need to set this up for when I next play this, so that I don't forget. It's not Meowscenaries, it's Argosy. I think it was Martin that I was gonna take. Ah, shoot. Oh shoot, what was it? It was Mandragora. That's probably going to go a lot better. I need to equip them, but I can deal with that when I next play this game. Oh no, I had to know. I had to know. And it didn't take that long. And I can just switch back like this. I was very curious myself. Because I was curious because I hadn't used it. And I was like, I probably should be using it. It really is. Like, it really makes the frame rate obvious. It makes the visual, everything visual so obvious. It's actually kind of disorienting in the context of a game, not like in reality. Like, it's crazy. Like, it does really highlight. This is not the best looking game, and it does not have the best frame rate. But that's not the end of the world. Oh shoot. I'm gonna wrap up, but I'm gonna check my Palicos first. I should be able to get a bomb Palico. But I'll be back with this again tomorrow. Well, actually, for me it's today already, but I don't know what's a good Palico. I don't know what makes for a good Palico in this game. I don't know what makes for a good Palico in Rise either. Sure. Oops. Okay. That's everything here. They're both happy enough. This might be over. Okay, one more. I'll have to remember to grab that. Yeah. I'll stop here for today. Next time I will... Maybe next time I'll grind for some gear. Like... Maybe it would be worthwhile to grind out weapons and weapon upgrades as much as I can. Like, craft all the base weapons. Make an Arzuros weapon, Ludroth, Grimcat. Just make one of each of these. While trying to make some progress maybe, but that might be fun. Maybe different armors, I don't know. Yeah, that'll be what I'll do next time. This stream ended a lot better than last time. The internet didn't die for no reason. All the way from the top to the floor. Yeah. Cats are impressive. With how far they can fall without injury. Which is sort of... Ants can fall from really far too, because scale and stuff. That's... yeah. Cat jumps past. Okay, so they got stuck, so they had to jump. I can't live up here anymore. Cat landing thump. And they're fine. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Unless they landed on like a pillow or something, it makes sense and it would make a lot of noise. Or any noise at all, really. This is on wheels. It's made of stone. Blur thump. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I'm gonna stop. It was fun chatting again. And I hope you do well. And you sleep at a proper time. Ba, ba, ba. Obviously intentionally. Too serious. Yeah. See you around. Have a nice evening, night. And bye-bye.